What is up, everybody? Welcome to another C&C Rivals deck video. Today we're going to be playing a deck from Ice. It is basically Byah GDI, which is this, but we have an Orca instead of a Hammerhead. So obviously this makes you better against ground vehicles such as Giga Cannon, MLRS, but weaker to aircraft such as the Inferno, laser drones, that kind of thing. Laser drones not so much, you got the Pitbull, but you know, like Inferno, Orca. Orca's going to be really good against this deck. Inferno's going to be really good against this deck. That's probably about it. I think you can beat most other things. Maybe Mohawk will be a problem. But we are going to be a little bit stronger against things like Giga Cannon and MLRS, hopefully. You can also use an Orca in a tank mirror, but I prefer to just try and win the tank mirror with tanks. Alright, so with all of that said, let's get underway.
3, 2,
Let's go, man. Alright, so we're up against a... I don't think that's Korean, is it? Is that...
online.
I'm not sure. I think it's Japanese, but I'm not great at identifying. Not great at identifying the difference. Alright, so here we go. We've got Barracks opening versus Dogs. I personally prefer to be... Yeah, I think it looks Japanese as well. I prefer to be Barracks. Sorry, I prefer to be the Dogs in this matchup. I think being Barracks against Dogs is really, really garbage. Like, I hate playing Barracks against Dogs. Alright, we got Bikes. I'm going to go straight into Predator. I could have gone Pitbull, but I'd rather just have the powerful Predator on the field. Opponent's playing Jade, which means they might be playing Chuggy. Much rather have a Predator out if a Chuggy is likely to arrive. And then we're going to switch into Shock Troopers pretty soon. The Dogs are so efficient that we still have a lot of money, even after making a Predator. So we can still easily switch into Shock Troops. Obviously, once the Bikes and the double laser is out, the dogs fall off. Yep, there is the Chuggy. This is exactly why I went for the Predator instead of the Pitbull. Because if there was a Chuggy, I wanted Predator available. Predator will two-shot a Chuggy, so I just got to get another shot on that Chuggy. Gonna go hide behind my shocks. There we go. Gonna boost here, get rid of that Chuggy as quickly as possible. Move the shocks up, and that should be my missile here. Alright, there it is. We'll take that down. We're going to go and hit this Chuggy again, and then back up. Get a fresh Predator, because this one's not long for this world. I don't want to move up here. There's no real reason to either. With that cloud there, I don't want to move up. As soon as the cloud expires, we'll move the shocks up a tile. Trying to move in and get the Predator, I think. There we go. So we're going to move the Predators in. Oh, he's got a Giga Cannon. Okay. So we killed the Chuggy. I'm going to boost the Predator and try and get at the Giga. It'll two-shot it if I can get close to it. I don't think we're going to get two shots off here, even with the boost. No, sadly not. Giga, of course, is a bad matchup, but we do have the Orca for this matchup. As opposed to the Hammerhead this deck would normally play, so we're going to just save up for an Orca. I personally don't think it's actually that great an answer, because as you see, he's going to be surrounding his Giga with lasers. So even with the Orca, it doesn't really give you a proper answer to the Giga Cannon. I'm going to make a couple of Dogs to absorb the hits, and opponent already has anti-air ready to go. This is kind of why I'm not a huge fan of the Orca. I think, like, if you're going to have something to counter a Giga Cannon, you really want it to be like Borka. But Banshee is terrible and will not stop my Orca from hunting down the Giga Cannon. But that's really comes down to the fact that Banshee isn't great. Now that we've got the now we've got the air tower open, it'll be a lot easier to answer another Giga Cannon. Giga Cannon. We can back up and wait for an Orca. But yeah, people are always going to surround their Giga Cannon with laser, which makes it very difficult for an Orca to get in. But I can bring the Orca across. That's unfortunate. Yeah, this is why I'm not a big fan of Orca. Like, everyone's always going to play Giga this way as well. They're always going to surround it with lasers. You're never going to actually get your Orca in against the Giga. Really what you're looking to do is, like, force the Giga to retreat, but I haven't even managed to do that. This Orca has basically done absolutely nothing. Now we're finally going to get it in there. I don't know if it's going to be too late. We're going to need more Pitbulls. That's a dog that I built by accident. This is looking pretty bad. Pop cap pretty badly here. Get the Predator on the pad. Captain's Missile does nothing as usual. Trying to get rid of this Chuggy somehow. If another Giga comes out, we're going to have to make another Orca to kill it. There we go. If you have like Orca plus a way to kill lasers in the air, like a Razorback or a Drone Swarm, then it's a lot easier. But if you can't kill the lasers surrounding the Giga Cannon, then having just a random Orca doesn't really help. It's just not that helpful. Okay, game 2. These maps are not great for this deck, actually. I don't like. It's not that. It's not the deck is bad. Like, the deck is obviously pretty solid. It's just that these maps are very 2-range favored. Like it's Tug of War. I think it's Tug of War, 3 lanes, and Hold the Line. This one is by far the best for 2-range. The other two, 3 lanes is okay, and Hold the Line is deceptively bad for 2-range. It looks like it should be good for 2-range, but it's actually kind of not great. We've already got a War Factor open from our opponent. If he goes Pitbull, I'm going to go Predator. If he goes Predator, we'll go Predator as well, I think. Pretty much always going to go Predator as long as he actually uses the War Factory to make a unit. Because we built the Predator, we don't have enough for shots now, so we're going to continue making dogs for a little while. You can beat missile troops pretty easily by putting a dog on the missile trooper and just continuing to shoot it with Predator tank. Like, this is something you should do if you're going against missiles, you have a Predator, you can't afford shocks yet. Use the Predator to also shoot the missiles, so it does do some damage and it will increase your chances of winning the fight. Alright, so we're going to get first missile pretty comfortably. We just saw a building appear over here. There is a bug in the game where you can see buildings appearing through the fog of war. I don't know if it's like, it feels like it's air tower mostly that you see, or maybe it's just always whatever building goes here. But there is like a small bug where you can see it appearing, which is dumb, but what are you going to do? So we're going to kill his Harvester, hopefully. I don't think this Orca will kill this Predator. It's pretty healthy still. Yep, so we're going to get Harvester kill. Orca is going to be one of the units that we struggle with a little bit. So we're going to try and keep him off of the pad, keep him off of the Tiberium. Okay, the Drone Swarm is gonna shut us down. We're gonna have to make missiles, I think, because this Orca is gonna be a problem. There's also Drone Swarms to fight, so missiles are probably just a good shout. We're gonna wait and see what he does next. Another Orca. Gonna drive into my 2 missile troopers. Yeah, that's not great for him. We need this shock across and we should just win. Alright. No time for a Solomon. Looks like we just got him.
Missile launched. You are victorious. 3, 2, 1. New objective available.
Box 1 again, same guy. So we know we're going to be fighting a lot of Orcas and drones.
Harvester ready.
So we're going to want to make missile troops in this game. Looks like he's going for a fast War Factory. Nope, there's the missiles. We're going to go third dog here. That's probably a mistake. Yeah, I thought he might go for another barracks unit. That's why I wanted to go third dog. And then we're going to make... I actually don't want to make the pip. I don't want to make the Predator yet. I want to wait and see if he actually makes the Pitbull. Alright, there we go. So we'll actually go Pitbull instead. I don't recommend switching into Air Tower against GDI pretty much ever, because there's very little air that beats Pitbulls. If you can do it against Nod pretty comfortably, but against GDI you're gonna struggle with Pitbull a lot of the time. Go get the shock troopers on the middle, take the missile. Here comes an Orca. We don't care about, obviously. And whilst it's reloading, we'll push into it with the Pitbull. Gonna boost this one and try and run it down before it reloads. There we go. I think overall I do think the Hammerhead version is better than the Orca version, but it is basically just like auto loss to Giga on a decent Giga map, which is, you know, not great. But you've got to pick something to lose to, and Giga Cannon is kind of popular, but it's not super popular right now. You can probably get away with being weak to Giga Cannon at the moment. This Orca's probably going to kill one of the Pitbulls. Not a lot we can do to stop that. We'll just make sure we kill it with the other one, like that. This is usually the best way to trade off with Orcas. Just have 2 Pitbulls, let one of them die to the Orca, and then kill it with the other. And then you get a 40 for 70 trade over and over. Alright, we'll boost onto this pad and then we win. Sorry, Fox 1.
Nuclear weapon launched. Objective complete. 3, 2, 1. New objective received.
Against Adam.
Building online.
Yeah, actually, I think you're probably right there, copycat.
Unit ready.
Let's say hello to Adam.
Reporting from the front.
Unit ready. Building online.
Stupid dogs.
Unit ready.
Alright, well, it is what it is.
Unit lost.
If he's gone double harvester, I'm happy for him to be charging the missile for me. Gonna wait and see what he does next. There's no reason to make a unit here. It would in fact be a mistake because I would go up to 4 units. I can make a pitbull here because we're about to lose some dogs, but you don't want to be at 4 units because then you can't really respond.
Unit lost.
Pitbull is a pretty safe bet though, like whatever he's going to make against my shots, Pitbull's probably good against it.
Unit ready.
It looks like he's just saving up for tech. Yeah, he's just gone straight into tech. And he's gone for the almighty Widowmaker as well. So we'll get a Predator tank.
Ready.
Laser drones. How exciting.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit enhanced.
There goes the Widow. We'll kill the Harv as well. Don't really have a hard counter to the laser drones. I mean, I have missiles, but I don't want to make missiles here. Still another Harvester. We got infinite money, so we can move our Harvester onto the pad now.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Looks like it's going to be game over though. The single Widowmaker was not enough to break me.
Launched.
One Widowmaker, confirmed not enough.
3, 2.
It's getting the tug of war every single game. Reasonably certain there are other maps in this event.
Harvester ready.
This guy has a cane skin. It's exciting.
Unit ready.
Okay, we'll back up and get some shots here. Mutants will annihilate dogs, they literally do nothing. Like, the dogs will do nothing to mutants. You're gonna go for my Harvester?
Unit ready.
A true Rivals player. Doesn't even want to kill the dogs. Who cares about these stupid pads? There's a Harvester to go after. Alright, we'll defend the Harvester with the shocks, and then we'll win the missile with the dogs.
Missile launched.
I'm gonna block in the mutants, so I can get him with the shocks. Chuggy, so it's Mutant Chuggy. This is a pretty good matchup for us. Shock Predator beats Mutant Chuggy.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost.
They want a second shock. Okay, Chuggy will boost and take it out.
Enhanced.
Chuggy just kills shocks so fast, it's crazy.
Unit ready.
We've already got a shock trooper over here, so I'll just move that one over. Pretty solid win there though. Wasn't ever really in doubt.
You are victorious.
Ah, this is the Giga Chuggy guy again.
3.
And again, hold the line. This is not.
New objective.
This is an unfortunate map to get again against Giga
Building
Chuggy.
online.
This is definitely the best map for Giga in the event. And our deck is pretty bad against Giga. Oh, we're getting bike rushed. Yikes. Alright, we'll try and block this one. Whilst we wait for Pitbull. Actually, maybe I should just go straight into... Maybe I should go straight into missiles. I'm gonna go Pitbull, although I think actually it's wrong. I think I should have gone straight into missile. This is a pretty bad map to try and defend a bike rush on. Like, this is definitely not a map you want to get rushed on. And also playing a War Factory opening, I should have gone Dog before Harvester. So it's kind of on me. My own fault here. But we know he has Chuggy as well. That's going to be a beating.
Unit ready.
We're probably going to lose first missile because of that rush. Yeah, and we're going to have to fight the Giga super early. This might just be he might just get us here. We need to get the Orca to fight the Giga Cannon.
Major structural damage received.
I don't think I want to try and fight the Giga with just missiles. I think I want to try and get the Orca.
Unit lost.
Yeah, there's the Chuggy as well. So here comes the Orca. We need to use this to take out the Giga Cannon. Oh, we lost the Orca. That's really bad. Now I'm going to need a Predator to try and kill the Chuggy. But the missile is actually pretty close to firing. That rush, man, that rush was pretty bad for me. If it makes another Giga, we're super dead. Alright, there goes the Chuggy.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Did he not have a Harvester? Like, I feel like he should have made another Giga by now. If he rushed and then didn't make a Harvester, then we can win. Oh, he didn't make a Harvester. Okay, that's a huge throw.
Unit ready.
So he got the rush, but then he used the money to try and win the game instead of getting a Harvester, which is not correct. Like, he should just have gotten a Harvester. Because now we're going to just farm his Harvester. So, he threw this game, basically. Yeah, he threw that game. He had good pressure by killing my Harvester right at the start, but then he spent all of the money on a Giga Cannon instead of getting a Harvester. So.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, so we're gonna go Harvester, because we're against GDI, and I'm just not scared of GDI rush anyway.
Unit ready.
Like, even though we just got punished by going Harvester first, I'm just not scared of a rush from GDI.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
We'll go into the Shock Troopers
Unit
here.
lost.
Interesting to see what his answer to Shock Troopers is going to be. Drone Swarm. Alright, so we're going to need Pit Bulls. We're going to get these guys onto the pads as quickly as possible. Get a Pit Bull. Oh, I've messed this up. Yeah, I messed this up.
Unit lost.
I shouldn't have let his rifles on the pads. That was a misplay. I just threw that missile. I could very easily have just blocked them with the dogs, and then I would have bought time for my Pit Bulls to kill his drones. So we just threw that missile completely. Alright, well, once again with the Orca, we're just gonna drive in, let it kill one of our guys, and then take it out with the other. Always ends up being a positive trade. It kind of ends up being an even trade if you use the boost, because obviously that's you lose a Pit Bull and you use a 30 cost boost. But generally speaking, it's worth it, and if you can do it without using the boost, then that's obviously a positive trade. You also can just, like, if you don't have a lot of spare money, you can dance around the Orca and try and force it to shoot something else instead of just suiciding a Pit Bull into it. A Pit Bull is just a very reliable unit that you know someone will shoot with their Orca.
Unit enhanced. Unit lost.
Oh, here comes the drone spam.
Warhead cancelled. Missile launched. ready. Unit lost.
I think we're basically just playing Shock Pitbull for this entire game. Opponent has shown us no reason to ever make a Predator tank. I could make some missiles, I guess, but what's the point? The Pitbull is just kind of better. Maybe some missiles to give me something to hide behind against the Orca. That might be reasonable. We'll try and get him to shoot this. Alright, now we'll go and kill the Orca whilst it's reloading. Oh, second Orca.
Unit
Rip.
lost. Unit lost.
Okay, well, he's gonna need an iron cannon to win this game, I think. If he doesn't have an iron cannon right now, it's over. Yeah, GG.
Launched. Objective complete. 3, 2, 1. New objective received.
275 Ranger in the Jackson mirror.
Reporting from the front.
Do I have the Jackson skin equipped, like the wild? I do, right? Although, has he got it as well, or is it just like impossible to tell the difference on this screen? I think you can just about see like a slightly different camo underneath the shoulders. Anyway, back to the game. Both got Pitbull, both got dogs. We're going to engage in the classic Pitbull dog versus Pitbull dog matchup, which is all about absorbing hits with your dogs, or it's about absorbing hits with your harvester. I just don't like. Okay, I can't even talk about it anymore.
Unit ready.
Can't do it again, chat. I just can't. Well, I hope his first 2 units was worth that damage on my harvester. The 2 Pitbulls and the dog, 90 Tiberium total. If he gets that harvester, he's only down 10. He hasn't actually got the harvester yet, but if he gets it, he's only down 10 Tiberium. So, I guess that's a big win. I don't really understand.
Nuclear weapon launched.
I don't really understand yet. He's going for the harvester, isn't he? Like, obviously. God, dude. He's not going for the harvester? Insane. I actually can't believe it. I actually am baffled right now that he didn't just go for the harvester.
Unit ready.
Get another Pitbull to help clear dogs faster. Clearing dogs is such a trial, man. Like, it doesn't matter which faction you play. Trying to clear dogs out is just such a trial.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit enhanced.
It looks like game's over. But he did suicide his first 2 units on my harvester, so I guess that worked out pretty well.
Missile launched.
Why throw both your first 3 units away attacking my harvester?
3,
When all you're doing is microing your Pitbull back and forth in an attempt to hit their Pitbull through dogs,
unit ready.
then you can focus like all of your attention on it, so then you can pay attention to things like the fire rate of Pitbulls. As the game gets more hectic, it obviously becomes like way harder to make sure you're paying attention to that kind of thing. Alright, we're gonna try and trap this rifleman in with the dogs. Try and get as much damage on it as possible. Mutant again, right? So we're going to just go shocks as fast as possible. The dogs won't do anything to the mutant.
Unit ready.
Rifle, keep the shocks. I don't actually want to move into that rifle. I could, but I don't particularly want to. I'll use this rifle as suicide to block for the shocks. I'm gonna make a Pitbull just to have something that can fight. Yeah, well, I wish I'd gone. I should have gone Predator because like he's playing Mutant, right? He's almost certainly gonna have Chuggy. Pitbull just won't kill this. I need a Predator instead. Let's send this Pitbull over here. Hopefully the Predator can do enough.
Unit lost.
This takes so long to kill mutants. Like Chuggy kills shocks way faster than shocks can possibly kill a mutant.
Enhanced.
Let's get rid of this Chuggy. Come on, Predator. Dude, Predator! Just fire, man. I'm not asking that much from you. Alright, I'm just gonna send the Predator over to the left. Now that he's moved the Chuggy to the right, I don't need to worry about it killing my shocks on the middle, so I can send the Predator across. Alright. Is he going to try and jade my base? Kind of looks like it. I don't really care about a single chem buggy, but if two of them get to the base, it's a little concerning. That would actually do like a full missile's worth of damage. That is a little worrying. A single Chuggy. Okay, well, I don't even... Yeah, I could not care less about that. He just wants to throw away 80 tib on doing basically no damage to my harvester. That's fine by me.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Gonna boost the Predator, try and kill the Chuggy. Alright, there we go, nice.
Warning. Enemy catalyst missile.
Get away from the cap missile.
Unit lost.
Probably shouldn't have gone for another Predator here. I probably should have gone for another shot. But this one on this Predator on the right is obviously about to die.
Unit ready.
Alright, this should be a pretty easy win from here on out. We have control of all of the pads. He has nothing.
Unit enhanced.
Cool! See you later, Oakley.
Mission accomplished.
We will see. Alright, here we go. Final boss, Oscar Delta.
2, 1. New objective received.
Don't want to get rushed, so I'm going to go dogs first.
Harvester ready.
I could block his. I could have blocked his half. I think if I'd been more aggressive, I think I could have blocked the half. Yeah, I didn't see the opportunity until too late, but actually, I could have blocked that harvester because he went scout unit first. That's a shame that I missed it. That would have been a big hit.
Building online.
So we're going to get the shocks out.
Unit lost.
Gonna send the dogs around to scout, see what he switches into. Venom. Alright, Venom is fine, we got the Pitbull. Venom laser will not beat Pitbull shot. We're gonna need something else. But Pitbull is the thing I need most of. One shock trooper is enough to take out many lasers. But to kill Venoms you need a couple of Pitbulls before they take out your shots. Get another shot.
Unit lost.
So we're gonna need another shot. Oh, I went missile by accident. That was meant to be a shock trooper.
Unit lost.
Yeah, that missile's not gonna be particularly useful. It's definitely a pretty painful missile.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
We might need to boost this shock, but I don't want to waste the 30 yet. I want to get a better idea if I actually need to use it or not. If he has Scorpion tank, I'd be in trouble here, but otherwise I think we've got it pretty covered. Like I said, laser Venom won't beat shock Pitbull, so yeah, looks like we're gonna take it here. He doesn't even have like a Shade or an Inferno or anything yet, so nothing that really forces us to switch from our Pitbull shock plan.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Okay, so now he's gonna have to tech switch, because clearly this strategy is favoring me. Oh, he has Tick Tank. Yeah, that would have been a problem. If he got that out first missile, that would have been a huge issue. So we're gonna try and hit it as much as possible while it's moving, obviously. And then I'm gonna try and get missiles up to it. Normally people play Tick Tank with Chuggy, which I think is a lot scarier. So I'm actually okay with this.
Unit lost.
I think Venom is a lot less terrifying. I'm getting an Orca to be ready to kill another Tick Tank that comes out. Because I'm going to be making so many Pitbulls, he's almost certainly going to need to make another Tick Tank. Now we're definitely going to boost this, because we need to, we're low on time to clear out these lasers. Come on, Pitbull, what are you doing? Just go this way. It's not difficult, mate.
Unit ready.
Looks like we're in trouble here. We did manage to Orca down the drill pod. We're going to have to send the Orca to suicide to buy time. I thought he was going to make another Tick Tank, but he didn't.
Unit ready.
Hopefully we'll buy enough time with that. I think that's it. I think we're going to win here. Yeah, there he is.
Launched.
Alright, very nice. He really needed... If he gets Tick Tanks to Byahorca, that's when things get awkward for me. I didn't really use the Orca very much. It killed... It was there for Giga Cannon, right? And that's basically the only time I ever used it. I used it to kill 2 Giga Cannons in one game, and then 1 Giga Cannon in another game. And for that job, it was very important, because I could never have won... I could never have won with against the Giga Cannon on those maps with Hammerhead. I think overall the Hammerhead build is better than the Orca build, but I would definitely have lost to Giga Cannon if I'd had Hammerhead instead of Orca. So in this run, it ended up being way better. We didn't really ever need a Hammerhead either. Like, no one made anything we needed a Hammerhead for. And did we play Tug of War every single game? No. Against Fox 1, we played Hold the Line once. 9 Tug of Wars. 9 Tug of Wars, 1 Hold the Line. Crazy. Alright, Coach says, is 3 dogs in the opening a bad play? No, it depends, it's contextual. It's not like it depends what your opponent does. If your opponent goes like rifle, laser, pitbull, or rifle, laser, bike, then 3 dogs is very bad. Because you'll just have a bunch of dogs and they'll start countering them. If your opponent goes like rifle, laser, laser, then 3 dogs is acceptable. Basically, you can go 3 dogs if you're going to be trading one off. Like, if you're going to send in your dogs against multiple lasers and you're going to start losing them, then it's fine to make 3 of them. But if your opponent just immediately tech switches and avoids fighting them until they tech switch, then you don't want 3 of them. You only want to make the 3rd one if the first one is going to die, basically. 4 dogs is, like, unstoppable. You can also just spam dogs at the start, and, like, it takes so long to clear them that sometimes you'll just win a missile. Like, if your opponent opens barracks and you just go, like, quad dog opening, then yeah, sometimes your opponent won't have time to actually clear them before the missile fires, especially if they're waiting for an expensive tech switch. Like, if they go rifle, missile, pitbull, then they probably won't have time to clear your dogs before the missile fires. Bikes are a little bit faster, they clear dogs a little bit faster, and they come out sooner, and they move faster. So against Nod, it's less good, but against GDI, you could just make dogs and win the first missile. Also, if your opponent just spams barracks, then like Conman says, it's pretty hard to beat dogs fast enough on the first missile with just lasers. So you can just dog spam there as well. But generally speaking, you only want to make 3 dogs if you think that you're actually going to start trading them off. Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. As always, GDI, I think that Predator is like the best GDI unit right now. I think Predator Shock is one of the best things you can do with GDI at the moment, but it's very hard not to be weak to either Giga Cannon or Inferno. It's just making a deck that isn't weak to one of those is almost impossible. But I hope you guys enjoyed that run, and I will see you next time.